Welcome to this week's Dunlop Tires Track Conditions Report. I'm here with the six-time champion, Brock Oliver. Brock, a little bit deceiving here. I mean, we got blue skies, sunshine, but the track's still going to be soft.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're sitting here in short sleeves, almost need sunglasses on right now. But last week that wasn't the case up here. A lot of rain in the Bay Area, and no doubt there's no way to keep the moisture out of the track. So it does feel a little bit soft, but you know, I think it will be very raceable. We might have a few ruts develop, especially in the whoops. But you know, lots of lines, good passing.
A couple things I want to talk about. 5 bowl turns here, a 90-degree first turn. We haven't seen that yet, and the back-to-back whoops to me is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that 90-degree first corner is going to be just almost like a fast sweeping corner, left-hander, leads into a sharp 180 right, so that's where it's really going to separate the field. Then from there, as we talked about, we do have back-to-back set of whoops. They go right into, you know, a left-hander, dumps right into a set of whoops, a quick right-hand bowl turn, right back into another set of whoops. So you're going to see a lot of passing there. You know, anybody that's a little bit faster in the whoops is going to be able to gain part of their, you know, the advantage in the first set, and then probably make the pass for the second set. So I'm excited to watch. Something
else in 2019 that I've seen, we have 3 sets of rhythm lanes here. I think they've stepped it up with the rhythm lanes.
Yeah, it is. It's there's a lot of jumps, and we saw it at Glendale with such a large stadium. We had quite a few obstacles. I think there was almost 20 in one section alone. That's a lot for the riders to tackle, but also it does kind of help if you want to take an off rhythm, as the ruts might develop in the face of a jump. If you switch up your rhythm, then you might have a cleaner route for a while. So the riders who are paying attention to the track conditions as the main event goes along will have an advantage.
Now, I wanted to ask you, you know, we talked about it after Glendale last weekend about some of the guys running the 120 90s. Obviously, I don't know if they'll run it here, but would we see some of the guys run a 110 because of the ruts?
Absolutely. You know, tire width, when the wider the tire is, it just makes sense. The bigger the tire is, the more likely is they're going to catch up a little bit on those edge of those ruts or in some of the grooves that develop in the berms and the corners. So in ruttier conditions, the riders tend to want to go a little bit narrower in the tire. We might see some of the 450s step back down to the 110 size. Plus, they have a tremendous amount of traction here. So, you know, traction is not going to be an issue at all. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, there's some guys that just don't like to change. You know, there's some of the front runners. Once they get a happy tire for themselves, they stay on it. But pretty much everybody's going to be running the MX33 pattern. I mean, it's an aggressive pattern, and the track has lots of traction, and so that's what we're going to see mostly on the starting line.
With the track here, with the traction we have here in Oakland, would we see the tire pressures maybe go up possibly?
Well, you can if somebody good. You know, it's a great point you make there. When a track gets rutted, the tire pressure does tend to go up a little bit. People want it to more rounded. They don't want the flattening of it. They don't want it catching on the edge of the ruts, and especially in the front. So just depends on rider preference. But yes, you're very, very accurate, Jimmy, and all those years of experience are paying off there with that.
Well, that's it for here in Oakland, California for the Dunlop Tires Track Conditions Report.